What do you do when you're stuck at home all month for the pandemic? Astrophotography. But what do you do when you got a 87% illuminated moon? You gotta use H-alpha. I got a 7nm bandpass H-alpha filter on my 8-inch Orion reflector. I'm using my new CCD camera as well, great for galaxy season. I can get real close in on some small galaxies. Tonight we're going after the cigar galaxy, M82. It's got a field of view that's nice and tight, 0.4 by 0.3 degrees. We're taking 5-minute exposures and we're gonna try to image it as long as we can tonight. Thanks for tuning in. All right, we got Bill here. Bill, how do you know me?
Well, hi, John. My name's Bill. I'm a neighbor of John's. We met a couple years ago. I'm a mathematician and amateur astronomer, and sometimes I help John set up his rig or play with him, understanding the algorithms behind these toys. Fun as it is, it's still highly technical work, and I appreciate what we are doing as a team sometimes. Other times, we do our own stuff. Bye.
Yeah, Bill, thanks for helping me out tonight with the recordings and checking out my data as it comes in.
Deep sky observations, even during the COVID-19 pandemic, sometimes are tough to do. You just looked at the moon, and here we have a street light right next to the street, but there's ways of getting around it. John has set up a screen for his rig, and this does the job on protecting the telescope that is actually doing an observation right now next to his rig and equipment. So it goes to show that you don't have to have total dark skies to do deep sky observations during the pandemic. The screen is portable and protects the telescope. And John is proud of his rig. What do you got to say for yourself, sport?
It's a lesson in adapting and jerry-rigging something up using just simple equipment I found at Walmart. This whole screen probably costs me about 20 bucks and gets the job done. It certainly protects me from the bright glare of these street lights, and now all I have to do is contend with the overarching sky glow.
Well done.
All right, we are underway. We got some data coming in. Everything's looking good. I'm doing the best I can with the light pollution. Taking 5-minute subs, and this current imaging run is for 2 hours, but I already did another 50 minutes or so before the meridian flip, and the guiding is looking great. About 0.55 arc seconds, nice and steady. Locked onto this star here. Focus is sharp. And I'm going to probably be imaging this thing as long as I can, of course, but assuming the weather holds up. Here's the meridian, and here's where I'm looking, and I think I could image until about 35 degrees before I hit a tree. So let's try 38 degrees elevation. So we're going to go down, imaging more and more, do 38 degrees right there. So this is about 3:41 in the morning. We could probably image to about here. Between 4 and 4:30 in the morning is probably when I will have to stop for the night. Here's where I'm at right now. So yeah, everything is working pretty good tonight. And I am shooting through clouds right now. This is the moon. I'm imaging to the north, but you can't really see it without the light from the moon shining through the clouds. It's about that cloudy where I'm shooting through right now. It looks a little bit clearer behind it, but I might be done for tonight. I barely even have 4 hours of data, darn it. And that's the way this hobby goes. Alright, it's about 5 in the early evening the next day. I got a lot of sleep today. Got my 8 hours after staying up till about 5 a.m. This morning. And overall, last night was a success. I just got to wait for the next new moon phase and hope that the clouds aren't in the way and I can get the LRGB data so I can get a final color image. Thanks for watching.
Okay.
When I have a long pause.
Start in close, and then back, pan to John. He says something, then you continue the same focus up to the moon and get the moon centered. And then you drag back down same path, reverse path to John, and that's when he speaks. Oh, when you come off the moon, you close in on John.
Yeah.
So he's in the top third. His face is in the top third.
Okay, we can do
Well, get
that.
that. Get that.
All right,
Get in close.
you ready? No, we don't want to be too close.
Well, you got to, start in close so your full image is on the screen, and
Yeah.
then you back up.
So you want me?
Don't squeeze it on here.
It's not gonna work if I'm walking back and do it. This is not a real video camera. So if I'm walking
Well,
back
if you
and
do
do
it
it,
steady, don't you have to do a
it's
steady cam work?
not when you're doing this too.
All right,
It's not.
all
It
right.
won't.
Okay,
it's
zoom
not
it.
gonna work.
You're right. Zoom it. You got a good
We
point.
got to do the flip soon. We got to do this in one take.
Oh, we've been filming this whole.